Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
I don't know a lot of things, but I do know one thing.
What's that one thing you know, Dave?
Whenever I talk to Drew Gaffney, I get a chuckle. He's always always has a comeback line, and the one he gave me off the air was pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But now we're going to put him on the air, so we'll see what's going to happen now, right?
Okay, yes.
We're going to be talking with Drew, and he's going to be talking about the Broken Bow and Burwell livestock barns. Drew, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. You make my day, man. I appreciate it.
Well, that's my purpose in life.
I think you found your gift. Yes. So, how's the cattle business? A good time of year, isn't it?
Good time of year, really busy time of year. I'll give you a recap of what we did last week, and we'll kind of get into what we're going to do this week. Last week had two really big days back at Broken Bow at Burwell. Sold right at 1,100 head of weigh-up cows on our weigh-up special there in Broken Bow on Thursday. Called that market 3 to 5 higher on those weigh-up cows, and looked like those high-yielding cows anywhere from 132 up to 141. Those middle-type cows, feeding cows, was $1.04 to $1.31.75. Those poor, thinner cows was $1.02 to $1.03.75. Heiferette market was $1.32.5 to $2, and the bull market was $1.28 to $1.90. And then back on Friday, had a really nice calf run. Looked at about 2,800 head of those steers and heifers coming through the barn there in Burwell on Friday. Kind of tell you how we got along there. In the steer market, we had some 413-pound steers at $358. Had some 477-pound steers at $340. Had some 562-pound steers at $325. Had some 531-pound steers at $318. Had some 611-pound steers at $305. And had some 661-pound steers at $277.5. In the heifer division, we had some 480-pound heifers at $292. Had some 540-pound heifers at $266. Had some 514-pound heifers at $291. And had some 603-pound heifers at $288. And the bulk of these cattle were all fresh coming off the cow right out of the pastures. Called that market steady 4 higher there on Friday on the calf market. This week, 2 huge days back in Broken Bow and Burwell. Broken Bow on Thursday, got weigh-ups and a good calf run. We're looking at 3,000 head coming into the barn. Going to start that weigh-up sale at 8 in the morning. We're going to push that up an hour, try to get those weigh-ups, and then we're going to push the calf sale back. It's going to start at 1 o'clock. Usually starts at 11:30. We won't be on to those calves till about 1 o'clock there on Thursday, so make note of that. Going to be a big day, a lot of traffic coming in. Sure encourage you, if you got those weigh-ups to get rid of or want to get them loaded, you should sure bring those in on Wednesday. There's Broken Bow. And then back on Friday, we got a big day. Got bred cows, got some cow-calf pairs, fall pairs, got some late fall bred cows that are calving now that are in there. Got some home-raised bred heifers, bull-bred heifers. Got a really nice string of it's an age dispersion of cows. March calvers on those. Sure, a little something for everybody over there on Friday. And like I said, back on Thursday in Broken Bow, got an outstanding run of those calves. Got a lot of replacement quality heifers. Just out of the sale lineup from top to bottom. It's top notch. And you got any questions, give me a call, 308-872-1105.
All right, Drew, thanks so much. Have a good rest of your week.
All right, thanks, guys.
You bet. Thank you. Drew Gaffney with Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock, and they're doing a great job. And again, I know I talk about it maybe more than I should. No, I do not. I'm going to stand my ground here. It is so great to have these sale barns in Burwell and Broken Bow operating the way they are, serving the area. It's something we really need, and they're doing a great job. If you haven't had a chance maybe to drive by the either one of the barns, take a look at the improvements they've made in corrals and just the looks. And you heard Drew talking last time, they're bringing in food for the sales. at the old Stockman's Cafe here in Broken Bow. Caterer coming in for that, and they just got it going on. We're lucky to have them.
Absolutely, yeah. Helps keep the community heartbeat strong.
You bet. Like hearing those cattle at night sometimes, too, when they're this time of year. I know the calves are a little bit upset, and the moms are, too. But it all works out. All right, Prairie Pioneer Center today, on this election day, they're having hamburger, hash brown casserole, California blend fruit. And you can call them if you're not a regular customer. Let them know you're coming, and they'll have a meal cooked up for you at 872-6121. And you can use that same number to set up home delivery of meals for your loved ones or for yourself. This is Election Day, if you haven't heard. I don't know how you couldn't have. In the last 2 years, they've been talking about Election Day on the medias. But this is finally Election Day, and it's an important day. It means we're only a few hours away from knowing who won't be invited for Thanksgiving dinner. Besides electing a new president, every seat in the House of Representatives and 33 Senate seats are up for grabs. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And 11 states are electing governors. Also, Florida and North and South Dakota are voting on whether to make weed legal, recreational. And Arkansas and Nebraska will decide on allowing prescription pot. We'll be watching that closely.
Yes. Since it is Election Day, can I share something? I know you're going to maybe roll your eyes at this a little bit.
Okay.
But I saw this posted, and it's kind of it's sports related, but yet it kind of goes with the election a little bit.
All right.
Somebody posted the most college football wins under each president going back to the Nixon administration.
Say that again.
The most college football wins for a team under each president going back to the Nixon administration. All right. So during the Biden administration, the team with the most wins has been Georgia. Now, this says 48, but I think it was a couple of weeks ago that this came out, so could be closer to 50 now.
Yeah.
During the Trump administration, Clemson and Alabama had the most wins at 51. During the Obama administration, Alabama had the most wins with 100. During the George W. Bush administration, Boise State, Oklahoma, and USC all had 88 wins.
88?
Yeah. During the Clinton administration, the team that had the most wins, Nebraska, 91.
Wow.
During the Clinton administration. George H.W. Bush, during his administration, Miami had 44. During the Reagan administration, Nebraska had the most.
The good old days.
Yes, amen. They had 83 during the Reagan administration. During the Carter administration, Alabama had the most with 44. During the Ford administration, Oklahoma and Alabama each had 31. And during the Nixon administration, Nebraska and Penn State each had 51. I just thought that was I just thought that was interesting. Yeah.
I would say, too, it's kind of surprising the limited number of teams that had them. I mean, it's not a big variety there, really.
No, true. Yeah. Yeah. I think one team that surprised me that never showed up in this was Ohio State.
The Ohio State?
The Ohio State University. Yes.
That is surprising. I mean, they're so good.
Yes, they have been. Yeah, I mean, they're one of the most winningest programs. And the other one that I was surprised maybe not to see in here was Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree with them. Well, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of neat.
It's also, if you want to take your mind off the election, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Sports, the NFL trade deadline is today.
Oh, my.
So there'll be some money passing hands today.
Yep.
And that's going to be taking place. There's a tracker you can get online, of course, to see who's being traded and who's going where. I guess it's appropriate, too, being election day. It's National Donut Day. There's probably be a lot of conversation around the cooler with coffee and donuts, maybe.
There you go.
Probably most importantly here today, National Redhead Day.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is National Redhead Day. And you have a redhead that you know, that we both know is a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, happy Redhead Day.
We have a few, and
Yes.
one of them is up at the courthouse.
Uh-huh. Yep, that was the one I was thinking
I
of.
thought so. And the reason redheads, I think auburn red hair is really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Red hair, bright red hair, doesn't matter. But in ancient times, redheads were thought to be savage and wild.
Oh, what? Okay.
And some still are. So if you're a redhead out there, it's your day.
Yes.
No doubt about it. Now, this is also, we're not going to, if you're kind of savvy with, Facebooking us and sending messages to us
Yes.
on our chat box, on the breakfast show, today you can send in country music requests that way if you have an artist or a song
nice.
you want to hear. And
Okay.
I want to turn things over to you for the country day so you can come up with some songs. But I've got a few lined up.
All right.
And if you want to hear something special, go online to our Facebook and video feed that we have on of the breakfast show. And you can type in what you want to hear, and we'll do our best to find it for you today.
All right.
And we also have a very good show today, along with a remote with Facebook Live. So we're going to be able to see and hear what's going on at Sandhills Custom Creations today. We're going to hear from Mark Stock, and Errol Seed's coming in here before we close out the 8 o'clock hour. So it's all right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
years old. It premiered on November 11th, 1969. So we're going to see how well you know this classic children's educational program. When they were not actually in them, how can you tell which bed belongs to Ernie and which to his roommate Bert? Okay. Here's your choices. A, Ernie's bed has horizontal stripes and Bert's has vertical stripes. B, Ernie's has a baseball cap hanging from it and Bert's has toy pigeons. C, Ernie's bed is marked with an E and Bert's bed is marked with a B. And your final choice, Ernie's bed is red and Bert's is blue. When they are not actually in them, how can you tell which bed belongs to Ernie and which to his roommate Bert? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
It's Tumbleweed Day.
Your mornings sound better.
If you're driving in the car on the way to work, it just makes your day more enjoyable just listening to them.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
The Tumbleweed Cafe is not the Tumbleweed Cafe of 10 years ago. If you haven't already, swing through the drive-thru with ready-to-go meals or call ahead. Of course, daily specials and a Sunday buffet as well. They're excited to announce that Tumbleweed's Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill is officially open. Head to the west side of the Tumbleweed 7 days a week from 5 to 10 p.m. and later on Broken Bow game nights. Nightly specials, delicious sports bar food, and drinks await. The Tumbleweed Cafe and Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill in Broken Bow.
We have Kevin on the line. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning.
Here's Brent with your question.
Okay, Kevin, you a Sesame Street fan? Did you watch Sesame Street?
Yeah, I did watch some of it.
Yeah?
In the day.
Okay, now be honest. Do you still watch it?
No.
Okay. Me either. Okay, when they are not actually in them, how can you tell which bed belongs to Ernie and which to his roommate Bert? Do you need me to go through all the choices for you?
I'm going to guess the pigeon and baseball cap.
Well, that's a great guess. That's not it though.
Okay.
But there were pigeons though, right?
Well, yeah, Bert was he had pets for pigeons for pets, right?
Yeah, right.
Bert did.
Yeah.
But no, that's not it. It has to do with their initials. And and one of the choices is Ernie's bed is marked with an E and Bert's bed is marked with a B. So what do you think?
I think that would be the one. Yes.
Hey, nice job, Kevin. Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh, man. We like to have winners on the game, so thanks for calling in. We've got a certificate for you here that's going to get you a free Tumbleweed Day.
Yeah.
I got the wrong one. We're going to get you a free breakfast sandwich to Tumbleweed. It's Tuesday, so come on in and see us when you can.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, 7:49.
I got mixed up. I don't know what day it is. Sorry.
Well, yeah, it's hard to keep track sometimes, no
It's
doubt
Tuesday.
about it.
I know it's Tuesday because Logan just walked in.
Yep.
Morning, guys.
Hey, how's things at Arrow Seed?
Oh, it's good.
Good. What's
That's
on your
good.
mind?
I was gone last week, all
Yeah.
week.
Where-
We were at meetings in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
So it's called the Western Seed Association annual meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are 700 people, and it's not open to the public. It was all other seed companies.
Wow.
So it was kind of a big deal.
I bet.
Met a lot of good folks that, you know, it's fun to put faces to names
That you've talked to on the phone?
on the phone or email or
Yeah.
you know, whatever. And it's like, oh, I just sent you an email before I came down here, you know.
That and it is fun to get together with people who make a living similarly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, you know, we were there with most of our other native seed group
Mm-hmm.
companies, does that make sense?
Sure,
Does that make
yeah.
sense? Our sister companies.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of more like specialized folks there. You know, like Applewood Seed Company out of Colorado, they're mainly garden seed and wildflowers. And then you've got I think it was like LW Sales out of South Dakota. They're all small grains. You know, it was just a wide
Mm-hmm.
net.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun.
I bet. It just kind of reinvigorates you, I think, when you're with other people that do the same thing.
It does, and it gives you a really good idea where the market, you know, what new trends are, or kind of where the market's going, and, you know, it's just fun.
Yeah. Good.
So we ate lots of good food too.
That doesn't hurt.
It doesn't. So the one place we went to, I think it was called the 801 Chop House. I think that, anyway, it was a real good steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And I had their soup special, and it was phenomenal. I had no idea what was in it, and I asked the waiter, and he goes, well, I'll go grab the chef, because he wasn't sure either, and the chef goes, well, what gives it that real good taste is I actually chop up a book full of synonyms and put it in there, stir it all around until it's all soupy, and that's what gives it the taste. And that would explain the next morning I had thesaurus throat I've ever had.
Oh, wow. Oh, my.
So, yeah, and now I'm here
You are here, Logan.
telling of my adventures.
I'm glad it was a good trip for you.
It was a good trip.
Good food and good company.
Yep. And it's, like you said, just what's wrong over there?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Wow. I'm just thinking that one up. My goodness, that had to really test the brain to come up with that one.
It kind of did.
Yeah.
It kind of did.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh, it's fine. There's another guy there that they got a little with it the one night. I mean, inebriated, so to speak.
Maybe had one too many.
Yeah, and they were playing Scrabble in the lobby of the hotel, and he actually swallowed some Scrabble tiles.
Oh my gosh!
Goodness!
He had to go to the doctor, and apparently the doctor was worried about a pretty bad bowel movement. But he turned out just fine too. It could have spelled disaster, but it didn't. So
man, must have been quite the conference.
It was. It was all over the place.
Very educational. Yes. Well.
So yeah, it was a good time though. Learned a lot. So the ASTA was there, and the ASTA. So a lot of acronyms at this place. Sure. A lot of alphabet type stuff. But the ASTA is the American Seed Trade Association.
Okay.
And they were there, and they gave some updates on where the Farm Bill and kind of the inner workings of that. The head honcho for the CRP programs was there giving kind of the direction of where those numbers are at, and it was just a lot of information on the inner working of things that affects the seed industry that also affects the producers.
Well, it's all important.
It all mends together no matter which way you slice it.
It does. And comes right back here to Custer County.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, it sounds like it was a great trip, and you brought back some new inspiration and knowledge.
Yeah.
While you were gone, what has been going on at the store?
Well, it's getting real close to rifle deer season.
Yes, it is.
Like real close. Like you can almost taste it. And what better way to taste it than make some of your own jerky or summer sausage, snack sticks, that type of stuff. I am excited. So Jason got in some marinades.
All right. He was kind of talking about those the other day.
I was looking them over pretty hard, thinking, that would probably go really good marinating a deer steak with some of that garlic-based marinade.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think he's got a Caribbean or a Jamaican, kind of that jerk style, a little bit different spices and stuff that I think would go good as well. So
help a guy who doesn't cook much. Very little, actually. You can get overwhelmed with those sorts of things. Is it the amount of time you leave them in there that you kind of have to judge that?
Yeah, it's all based on
time.
Yep.
Okay.
Obviously the longer you marinate it, the more the marinade's going to break down the fibers in the meat, and it's going to be a lot more tender. But it can also take in that much more salt. Takes in that much more salt, that's when it starts to get a little bit much.
Yeah. Or garlic is great, but too much garlic is not, right? Or you like a lot of garlic?
I like quite a bit of garlic.
Yeah.
That way I know I'm not a vampire, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Good there. But yeah, I would agree that sometimes garlic can be overpowering. Most of the marinades, they recommend like 4 hours.
They kind of give you instructions on it.
Either 4 hours right before you cook, or overnight in the fridge.
Okay.
And then cook it immediately, type of deal.
And that'll work for any type of protein, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Okay, so you have that on hand, and all the things to package up and freeze up your game, or whatever, beef, chicken, whatever.
If it's meat, beef, chicken, turkey, duck, goose, raccoon, possum, the possibilities are endless.
They are. Well, we've talked about this before. Groceries, putting a pretty good dent in our wallet. And we used to maybe let the leftovers, or maybe we made a roast and we let it sit in the fridge too long, and then we didn't end up eating the leftovers, or maybe part of it. But with your system, you can wrap that up and keep it fresh, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can throw it in a vacuum bag and vacuum pack it, and when you do that, you essentially keep the air from getting to it. Well, if it's in the freezer, when air gets to it, that makes freezer burn. Freezer burn is not pleasant.
No, and we know if you're a fisherman out there and you catch fresh fish, honestly, if you can take them home and cook them before you freeze them, that's the very best.
It is.
But, you can't always do that, and freezing it is okay, but if you don't wrap it right, it doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't taste as good.
Yeah, a couple, 3 weeks, and it gets that almost dry. Yeah, it's hard to describe, but those fishermen out there know exactly what we're trying to describe.
And a lot of people who like fish don't like fishy fish, right?
Right.
And when you freeze it, if you don't freeze it properly and leave it in the freezer too long, you get real fishy.
You get real fishy fish.
Yeah. So that's another application.
It is. Yeah. It is. And what better way than to do it yourself so you know it's done right.
Yeah. Exactly. All right.
Yeah.
Kettle cookers?
We've got some can cookers left.
Can cookers, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Kettle cooker, can cooker.
Yeah.
We've got those left. We've got grills. We also, if you're really into things, we do have Tacticam cellular trail cams.
Oh, yeah, to go out and either use for hunting or just observing wildlife.
Or this time of year when, you get the pumpkin army coming to town here in a couple weeks, chasing deer. Not everybody is respectful and mindful of other people's property. And sometimes people go places that they don't have permission and they should not. Well, so you can use these cameras kind of as a peace of mind, a security. Obviously they're not real time. It's not, you can't just sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
But if you set it to take a picture every time it gets movement, and it happens to catch a vehicle driving in where it shouldn't, or a license plate or whatever, you have something, you have physical, tangible evidence.
Yeah. And with all hunting, sometimes people maybe they are chasing a deer from one area that they have permission for, big old buck, and they see it go into the next plot. They don't have permission there. They should not go in there, but the buck fever
is real.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. And that's one thing, and the other part of it is if they just sneak onto property they don't have permission for.
Yeah.
You can document that this way.
Exactly. Yeah. And if maybe you recognize the vehicle, you don't want to take it to the authorities, you just want to handle it. You say, hey, were you here? And if so, who gave you permission?
Yeah, and don't do it again.
Yes. And the next time there will be more repercussions from the higher ups.
There you go. All right.
So,
well, it sounds like a great trip. welcome back home. I know you're getting ready for hunting yourself. Enjoy.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to be gone, not next week, but the week of rifle deer season. They took all week off to go chase the four-legged ungulate game.
So I'm guessing you have a trail cam or two out there. Have you kind of zeroed in on one?
I have not.
Kind of watched.
I've gotten a lot of nighttime pictures.
Yeah.
But not a lot in the daytime yet.
Uh-huh.
And as we all know, daytime is the time you can hunt.
There you go, yeah.
So
yeah, you don't want to be hunting at night for deer, right?
No, that's highly frowned upon.
All right. Thanks, Logan.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. We'll catch up on the news right after a quick message.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
This is Jeremy Nordquist, president of the Nebraska Hospital Association. Nebraska hospitals want seniors to learn about Medicare Advantage before signing up. Medicare Advantage plans deny care more often than traditional Medicare. They can switch your providers to be out of network, resulting in unexpected high costs. And Medicare Advantage plans can delay your treatment when you need it most. Our hospitals want you to learn the facts about Medicare Advantage. Paid for by the NHA.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. This is Election Day, and polls have been opening across the country. This voter in Las Vegas is ready to forge ahead.
I'm hoping that, people can accept what happens and move on, and that everything just blows over and the next 4 years come to pass.
Not only are voters choosing between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris for president, they're deciding the balance of power in Congress. American University political analyst Amy Dacey.
The Senate's definitely in play, and it's one where, you could see possibly Republicans gain back control. But having some of these races like a Nebraska or Texas suddenly come into play could make that a little bit more challenging.
Boeing machinists have voted to end their nearly 2-month-old strike. Union President John Holden.
I'm proud of this membership. You can be proud of yourselves as well. You stood strong and you stood tall and you won. This is a victory.
They get a 38% pay raise over 4 years, but no pension benefits. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Watch captivating dramas and gripping mysteries, whether it's entire series of massive hits like Sherlock and Vera, new seasons of originals like The Responder, starring international Emmy winner Martin Freeman, or an extraordinary selection of beloved treasures featuring Idris Elba, Jodie Comer, Matthew McFadden, Benedict Cumberbatch, and more. Only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by KSMB, military vehicles and equipment lined up at Adams Central High School for their Veterans Day program on Monday. Hundreds of students sat in the gymnasium and listened to live music from Raptor, the United States Air Force Band. The Chorus of the Plains, a Hastings 4-part a cappella music group, performed God Bless America and God Bless the USA. A military band performed the traditional taps, a bugle call that plays at the end of the day. Colors were presented by the Juniata American Legion Color Guard and music from Ava Boniface. Several guest speakers spoke at the event, including retired Army Colonel Dan Lalowski, who is also running for State Legislator District 33. The military vehicles and equipment on display were provided by the Army National Guard. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Some breaking news from the NFL as the NFL trade deadline comes up at 4 p.m. Eastern time today. The Detroit Lions have traded for Cleveland Browns pass rusher Zadarius Smith and will pick up a 7th-round pick in 2026 as well. In exchange, Cleveland gets a 5th-round pick in 2025 and a 6th-round pick in 2026. Week 9 in the NFL came to a close with Monday Night Football in rainy Kansas City, where the Chiefs needed overtime to beat the Buccaneers 30-24. Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes had 3 touchdown passes, 2 to wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. Travis Kelce had 14 catches, and running back Kareem Hunt rushed for 106 yards, including a 2-yard touchdown that ended the game with the overtime game winner. Kansas City still undefeated at 8-0. Tampa Bay falls to 4-5. In NBA games of note, the Cavaliers are 8-0 after a 116-114 win over the Bucks. Thunder are 7-0. They beat the Magic 102-86.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 55. West winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance for isolated rain showers. Tonight, lows level off around 30. Cloudy skies expected. Chance for a mix of rain and snow. Tomorrow, high of 46. Cloudy skies. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
A cool 27, mostly clear, but there are some clouds out there around the edges yet this morning. Winds are light so far, not a big factor. Barometric pressure steady at 29.77, humidity at 92%. High yesterday was 52 with an overnight low of 28, but we're now at that 27 mark, which happens quite often this time of year. Sunset today at 5:29, sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:16. 600s precipitation measured so far this month of November. And that's a look at weather and news at 8 on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Brent, we did have a couple of requests. Mildred and Steve wanted to hear the same song. And Mildred kind of put it best. Election day, Lord, I hope this day is good.
Amen to that. There you go.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
Get ready to gear up at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow. Enjoy 25% off all apparel this week. That's right, 25% off your favorite styles. Don't wait for Black Friday. Grab your favorites while the selection is good. Husker and Bow Gear, Under Armour, Adidas, and the latest new arrivals, Free Fly. Visit them Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday from 10 to 4 on the west side of the square. Don't miss out on 25% off apparel this week at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow.
Are you ready to score big with your finances? Well, at Bruning Bank, we have the perfect opportunity for you. With our premier checking account, you get paid interest for doing things you do monthly anyway. Even if you don't check all of the boxes for that month, interest is still earned. Earn better interest than a traditional savings account and still be able to use your money. Are you interested in making the switch? Visit or call us at our Broken Bow location or visit bruningbank.com to learn more. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
8:13. Again, later on in the show, we'll be having a live remote broadcast from Sandhills Custom Creations here in downtown Broken Bow. And we'll also have a Facebook live feed of that. So be sure and listen and or watch. And we'll have that for you. Let's check out birthdays. I was going to do a live read, but let's check out the birthdays first. I got a lot of them today, Brent, on this election day.
Oh, yeah? A lot of celebrities celebrating, huh?
Yeah. I can find them. There they are. My computer in my office is printing on both sides of the sheet, which is good because you save paper.
Saving paper that way.
But I'm having a little more difficulty finding the pages that way. Oh, my gosh. All right, here we go. Tatum O'Neal is 61. Daughter of Ryan O'Neal, became the youngest person to win an Academy Award at the age of 10. Peter Noon, 77. Does that ring a bell for you?
It does not. No.
We'll play some of his music a little later on.
Oh, okay.
That won't be country, but there's one particular song we like to play here anyway. Herman's Hermits.
Oh, okay.
Lead singer, and he still does radio. I think Sirius XM, he did anyway, was doing a show of his own and talking about touring with Jimi Hendrix and the Beatles and all that sort of thing. So we'll see if we can get Peter Noonan on. He's 77 today, British singer. Bryan Adams.
I know Bryan Adams.
Canadian singer. First label contract in 1978 was for $1. 73 cents after the conversation. After several big 80s hit, he doesn't need those kinds of deals anymore. Art Garfunkel. This is kind of scary. Art is 83 today, Hall of Famer, one half of the iconic singing duo Simon and Garfunkel.
So you may not know that, who is older, he or Paul Simon?
Good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know they don't always get along. That happens sometimes.
I think the relationship's better now, though, isn't it?
I think so. They actually performed together after a number of years of not performing together. Jason Kelsey.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Former center for the Philadelphia Eagles.
37 today. And his brother dates, who is it again?
Oh, let's see. Who is his brother? Travis, is that right? Oh, he's a football player too.
Yeah. He doesn't date.
Plays for a team that kind of has red and white uniforms.
They're kind of lucky.
Travis Kelce, yes.
Kelce, yeah.
Yeah, and he does date somebody famous. Oh, man, who is that?
First name Taylor?
That sounds right. Yeah, Taylor.
Swift?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I had forgotten that.
Yeah, man. Well, it's not like those relationships are, public or anything.
No.
So.
As a matter of fact, yesterday's prep sheet had a story about Jason. I can't remember where they were.
Oh, about ripping the phone out of a person's hand and throwing it to the ground or whatever.
Yeah, because the guy said to him that he was, and I won't use the word that he used, it was not a good word to use, but let's just say do you mind being a your brother as a sissy because he's dating Taylor Swift? So that sissy's not the word to use, but
yeah.
I think Jason rectified that.
I think so.
And it sounds like most people were behind him on it.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner, 69, reality star. She literally made some of the richest women in America through the Kardashian clan.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, what a waste of space that show is.
Or is there still a Kardashian show
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I shouldn't say that because I don't think I've ever actually watched it.
I don't think I ever. I've never watched an episode.
Yeah, I've seen parts.
Full episode.
Oh, I don't really want to watch these rich people whining. Doesn't really do much for us. I think that's most of the big birthdays today, but that's quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're having a birthday, happy birthday to you on this Tuesday,
yes.
Election Day.
Say,
I'm like you.
I about messed you up. Yes, it is Tuesday.
Maybe we're hoping it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
That could be.
1320 for Rapid Fence, or find them on Facebook by searching Rapid Fence.
You're invited to Crafts and More this Saturday from 9 to 4 at the Broken Bow Municipal Building. Concessions by The Secret Garden. Some vendors include Rodeo Mom Tumblers, Sandhills Honey, Keys Kenny and Crafts, Lauren Creation and Design, Something Out of Nothing, Watkins, The Pampered Chef, The Secret Garden, 100-Fold, Modern Marines, Third Day Threads, The Cookie Farm, Ella and Jack's Cocoa Bombs, Sugar Shack Candles, Paper Pie, Tupperware, and Dawn's Knives. Saturday from 9 to 4 in Broken Bow. Crafts and More at the Municipal Building.
Are you or someone you know struggling with depression, anxiety, trauma, or other mental health challenges? Do you wonder where you can get help and support locally? An online list is ready and available for you that includes local, trained, caring mental health providers. Visit mhpcc.org. Mental health providers and services available in Custer County can be found quickly and easily at mhpcc.org.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show. Up next, Mark Stock.
Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Today is Election Day, so please, if you haven't voted already, make sure you get out and vote. We do have some auction action today. We will be selling some feeder steers and heifers. Shelton Livestock from Lamar, Colorado, will sell 90 head of 500-pound Angus cross steers. They also have 90 head of 470-pound Angus cross heifers. There's 40 head of 500-pound red and black Angus steers, and another 40 head of 470-pound red and black Angus heifers. These are replacement quality. So these animals selling 12 o'clock noon today. They're coming from Shelton Livestock from Lamar, Colorado. And tomorrow, folks, we have over 780 pieces of machinery selling from a lot of different sellers. Over 90 sellers will sell equipment on Big Iron, featuring a John Deere 560M round baler selling out of Sargent, Nebraska. Also, a John Deere 7810 mechanical front tractor with a loader will sell from Sargent as well. There's a Quaker Stormore 10-foot grain bagger that's selling out of Scottsbluff, Nebraska for 21st Century Equipment. A Claas Lexion combine will sell in Texas. A Rogator RG 1100C self-propelled sprayer will sell out of Tennessee. A Cat Challenger 95E track tractor will sell in Kansas. We have a 2021 JCB 8330 fast track four-wheel drive tractor selling out of Elkhart, Iowa. In Bridgeport, Nebraska, Case IH Puma 195 mechanical front tractor with a grapple fork will sell. Also, a 2024 FF Industries mini excavator will sell in Waterloo, Nebraska. A lot of nice construction equipment selling with John Deere motor graders, Cat 914 wheel loader. There's a John Deere 643 wheel feller buncher, also selling out of Pleasant Dale, Nebraska. Kenneth Baker from Scott City, Kansas will sell 12 items, including a Ford LN 6000 flatbed dump truck with a water tank. The Donald K. Schwendener estate sale by Riley, Kansas features a Vermeer 605N round baler, a John Deere 6200 tractor with a loader, 2023 JCB Teleskid compact track loader. He's got a really nice Massey Ferguson Heston 1383 mower conditioner, a Vermeer BP 7000 bale processor, and many more items. And then on Thursday of this week, folks, there's 776 acres of Barton and Russell County, Kansas land selling in 5 different tracts for the Donald Morgenstern Estate. Please contact Mike Campbell and Kyle Campbell for more information on this land auction that is scheduled to close at 11 a.m. on Thursday, November the 7th. Also this Thursday, folks, there's 160 acres of Merrick County, Nebraska, irrigated and dry cropland that will sell for the Carmen Van Pelt family. This online land auction will close at 10 o'clock in the morning on Big Iron. So once again, make sure you get out and vote today. And if you've got some land that you would like to sell, if you have some machinery that you would like to sell, or if you have some livestock that you would like to sell, we encourage you to pick up the phone and give us a call at 402-276-2077 or toll free 800-937-3558. That's a toll-free number, 800-WE-SELL-8. Big Iron's been in business since 1984, and we don't have 5,000 registered bidders or 10 or 15 or 20 or even 30,000. We have close to 800,000 registered bidders from not only North America but beyond. If you have questions about how we can sell your quality equipment, land, and livestock, please call that number, 402-276-2077. Thank you very much.
This is April Good, proud to be with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. We've been inundated with buyers from all over the country finding our website and asking about north central Nebraska farmland. Most buyers would be delighted to lease back the land to the seller or their trusted tenants. If you are thinking about taking advantage of these once-in-a-lifetime market conditions, call me, April Good, for a free market analysis on your property and check us out at lashleyland.com.
Your friends at Gateway Motors, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram are thankful for all their wonderful customers. They invite you in each Monday through Friday this month to register for daily drawings for a frozen turkey voucher to Grocery Cart. Don't forget, Quick Lube is now available. No appointment necessary. Plus, they are the only Nebraska dealer offering forever warranty on vehicles under 100,000 miles at no cost to you. Happy November from Gateway Motors in Broken Bow.
Wherever you find WorkSmart, you'll find producers saving money. WorkSmart is the innovative line of credit from Farm Credit Services of America. Along with its competitive interest rates and farmer-friendly terms, WorkSmart delivers interest savings, cashback dividends, and cash rewards, too. Add them all up, and the savings can be significant. Terms apply. Visit FCSAmerica.com and see how much you can save. Or call 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Again, we remind you later on in the show, let me look here. Looks like in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll be having a live remote from Sandhills Custom Creations on the radio and Facebook Live and YouTube on Sandhills Express. And I'm sure they're gearing up for the holiday season and all the things that are going to be happening the remainder of this year. So be sure and listen to that. Now, I know that if I say we're going to talk about the election, that's going to turn some people off. They don't want this show to be political. So I'm going to bring you some election material that I think you will accept.
Okay.
First one, astronauts. How do astronauts vote?
Oh, that's a great question. I never even thought about it.
Quite a few of them out there in space, on space stations and so forth, on the International Space Station. But they do vote. NASA says Sonny Williams and Butch Wilmore get their absentee ballots on Monday inside 3 tons of cargo that arrived on the Falcon 9 rocket. So they sent them their ballots on a rocket. The astronauts will cast their ballots electronically through an encrypted relay satellite system that sends their vote to NASA's ground station in New Mexico. From there, it's relayed to Mission Control in Houston before being transferred to the clerk in their home county.
That is neat.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. I never thought about it. Yeah. If you're an astronaut in space, how do you vote? Can you vote?
Yeah, we know that.
So that's great.
Military people, they go through extra effort to make sure our military votes as they should.
Yeah.
Didn't think about astronauts. Yeah. So I have about 2 or 3 more election tidbits for you.
Okay.
But they'll be of this nature. I'll just let you know ahead of time.
All right.
So we don't want to turn anybody away from the breakfast show. So we won't get into anything, these deep discussions that are on many channels out there. First of all, I just thought of this morning.
Okay.
I hope that our educational system, if they don't have it or brought it back, that they offer more civics classes. And both at the college level. Because I think there's so many people arguing, and I'm going to freshen up my civics, because you have these debates, these arguments, but it would be nice to know if you kind of understood the Constitution and the civic matters of our government, the House, the Senate, the speakers, and, just the structure of it, so that when we had these big debates and had these big opinions, we'd know what the heck we were talking about. I don't know if they'll do that or not, but I believe it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. I got this for you, though.
All right.
4:30 p.m. on each day. Visit Varney Pharmacy for the flu shot clinic today. If you can't make it, this Friday the 8th is your next opportunity. Flu shot clinics at Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow, helping to keep everyone healthy.
All right, back live here on the show. Brent Apperson has his Cubs shirt on today. That makes him happy.
Yep.
More so than the Bears, I think, right now.
It was another very bad weekend for Brent's two favorite football teams.
Well,
his college team and his pro team this past weekend didn't, neither one performed very well again.
Well, there's always the next game, Brent.
There is always that.
Yep.
Yes.
Rain Dance Repair. Rich Rundlet with Rain Dance Repair is looking for a general laborer who will be working with Rich in the pivot and grain bin repair business. You must have a driver's license, preferably a good driving record. This is a full-time position with a starting wage of $20 an hour, and overtime is paid over 40 hours. There is no overnight travel required. You will work Saturdays during the busier seasons, and that would be like April through September. Right now, it's Monday through Friday. They give 7 holidays a year off with 1 day of vacation accrued every month. So give Rich a call for more details. Rich is a good guy, to be a good guy to work for, and you'd learn a lot, I would think. Call him at 870-4455 or email raindancer55@msn.com. This listing is also on the Sandhills Express job listings page.
We're going to stay with the job opportunities and remind you that CarQuest in Broken Bow is looking for an employee to help at the counter. Computer skills and knowledge in the auto industry necessary. You must have a valid Nebraska driver's license. So if interested, stop in and talk to Lewis, CarQuest, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. Again, CarQuest looking for an employee to help at the counter. If you're interested, just stop in and visit with Lewis at CarQuest, right off West Highway 2 in Broken Bow.
Sylvester's in Broken Bow has been around a long, long time. Freddie's kept things hopping out there, live music and parties of all different sorts. Whether you're celebrating a birthday, a promotion, or just the fact that it's Friday night, Sylvester's is a place to be. This Friday, it's the Innocents on stage from 9 until 1, and no cover charge again. Innocence has shared the stage with the acts such as Boston, Foreigner, Kansas, and Cheap Trick. You're getting a pro show this Friday with no cover charge, and that is crazy. They travel with their own exceptional sound and lighting equipment. They played all over the Midwest. You don't want to miss this one. The Innocents on stage this Friday night, 9 until 1 at Sylvester's, at the quiet little place that really rocks.
There you go. Another job opportunity for you, this one through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. They're looking for an individual who enjoys helping people, knows community resources, and wants to help people attain goals in the Loop City area. A position open now for the Family Outreach Case Manager. Starting wage for the position between $16.50 and $18.25 an hour, depending on qualifications. Excellent benefit package, too. They're looking for someone who has education and or experience, the desire to help people attain goals, computer skills, knowledge of available resources, and, of course, solid communication skills. You would be working and helping people to secure permanent housing, budget money, set goals, and overcome crisis situations and find the right resources. So if you're interested, contact the CNCAP Human Resource Department, and you can do so by calling 308-745-0780. The extension is 105. Again, the number 308-745-0780, extension 105.
Thank you, Brent. Here's an election story for you this time. It's called Play for the Vote, and it brings live musicians to polling sites. Now, we've heard all this news about one side watching the election process, the other side watching the election process to make sure no one's cheating. There's also, unfortunately, states that have deployed National Guard for beefing up security election. Oregon, Washington, and Nevada have all activated their National Guard, and they're boarding up windows in D.C., and it's just kind of sad and crazy. But this little trend sounds kind of cool. Play for the Vote brings live musicians to polling sites. So standing in line to vote, in larger places, you can be there a couple hours. Yeah. At least an hour in most cases. So there's an organization called Play for the Vote, and they've signed up thousands of musicians to play at polling sites today across the country. It all was founded in 2020. At that time, they performed at 700 voting locations. This year, they plan to play at 2,200 locations.
Wow.
They're a nonprofit, nonpartisan group that believe that music can bring people together.
Nice.
That is cool.
Yeah, that's good.
That is great. Let's bring some more people together. Blues here on the Breakfast Show. It's Country Music Day today. We like to do something a little different off and on through the week, kind of break things up. You know, we can bet on just about anything anymore, Brent.
Yes.
Got all the sports you can bet on, and college players can get paid and go through portals and get traded or trade themselves, I guess, actually. Things have really changed, but there's one thing that hasn't changed.
What's that?
It's illegal to bet on elections. Now, there are people out there that are doing it, as you might suspect. Gambling sites are offering, and this must be illegal gambling, you know, like bookies or something, offering odds on the presidential race. But if you're thinking about, you know, putting some money in and making a little money on, you know, maybe an upset or, you know, I don't know how they do it. Don't, because you will end up in jail if caught for betting on federal election. That's just a friendly note from the Breakfast Show. So, and I don't know, in politics, can guys out there and gals really not bet their heart?
Yeah.
You know, well, I'm sure there's people out there that are just looking at the odds going, oh yeah, I think maybe this one's going to surprise. You know, I don't know if they bet on governors and all the other. I don't know, but it's illegal.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
All right. I know it's a little ways off, but if you don't mind, we got a doubleheader of football on Friday.
We do, yeah. Excited to announce that we'll be covering Sandhills Thetford and SEM in the state football playoffs coming up on Friday. SEM will make a road trip. Going to go to Diller, Nebraska to take on Diller Odell in the six-man football playoffs. The game is scheduled to kick off at 3 in the afternoon. So we're going to go there and cover it for you. Kurt Crowley's going to join me. We'll make the road trip too, and we'll call the game for you. You can listen to it on KCNI 1280 AM and 96.3 FM. Kickoff at 3 o'clock. SEM and Diller Odell in the six-man football playoffs. That'll be on Friday afternoon. And then Friday late afternoon, early evening, we'll have coverage of Sandhills Thetford as they take on Riverside in the Class D2 state football playoffs. And we will broadcast that for you on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And with the help of Thetford Public Schools, Thetford will be the place and site of the game. With their help, we're going to plan to do our live video stream, too, with the call. So you can watch it through sandhillsexpress.com on the Sandhills Express Facebook page and YouTube channel. Jeremy Shipe, Larry Kottner, and Jack Simpson will be the crew that goes to Thetford. So join us for Sandhills Thetford against Riverside. That'll be in the D2 playoffs on Friday, kickoff at 5. And then we'll have SEM against Diller Odell on KCNI radio in the afternoon at 3.
All right. It's going to be fun. Good luck, guys. Good luck, teams, fans, coaches. It's going to be a big Friday.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, excited for it.
All right, Mr. Program Director, former KCNI Program Director. You were Program Director at
I
one
was
time.
For a while, yeah.
What's your next country pick?
Oh, man. You know what? This song popped into my head when you told me it was Country Day. I love this song. How about Alan Jackson? Drive.
Oh, that is a goodie. That really is. That kind of makes me tear up.
Yeah. It's a good song.
Who hasn't maybe had the experience that Alan Jackson described?
Yeah, Daddy teaching you how to drive.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all went through it, didn't we? Or many of us did. Yeah, someone teaching us how to drive. Yeah.
Your uncle, your aunt. Yeah. All right. I'm going to just do this a little different this time so we don't have a little catastrophe here. We'll do it this way. This is a good song. Alan Jackson, Drive. Ooh, that still makes me sentimental. I'm thinking maybe you folks out there feel the same way. Do you think when your folks come back, Jim will let me drive?
That's a great question. I don't know. I doubt he'll let you drive his car, but
really,
but I don't even know if Dad would let me drive his car now. But he might. I don't know. That'd be a good question.
Another family question.
Yes.
Has Mom kind of indicated what she wants for Christmas?
No, I don't think we've had that discussion yet.
Maybe I should call her and kind of ask her, so kind of help you out.
Sure. Well, thanks, Dave.
I mean, I could ask her; she'd tell me what.
Oh yeah, she'd love to visit with you. Yeah. Every time I talk to him, first question: how's Dave?
Well,
Dave's good, Mom. I'm good too.
Well, Jim and Mom are really great.
I think so. I think they're the best.
They are. And I can give her a call if you want me to. And we'll see if we can get maybe a gift idea.
Maybe we could go in together on something.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, because you want to show me up. From Dave, my mom's already got pearls and flowers, and Brent just sends a gift card.
I'd really like to get her a real nice dress.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She really dresses up good. I mean, she looks nice when she dresses up. And she might need another dress. What colors? What's her favorite color?
Well, now you're making me feel bad. I don't know. I don't know what her favorite color is.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The presidential candidates are ready to hunker down and wait for the results as their surrogates get out the vote this election day. Vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance just cast a ballot for Donald Trump in Cincinnati.
Look, I feel good. You never know until you know, but I feel good about this race. I felt good about my own race a couple of years ago when I voted in this exact same spot.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg stumping for Kamala Harris on CBS Mornings.
The energy is there, but we know this is going to be close. And this election could come down to a couple of votes per precinct.
Voters are also deciding on who controls Congress. Measures to protect abortion rights are on the ballot in 10 states. Laura Dent with Arizona for abortion access.
Freedom to make our own personal decisions is a message that resonates to the left, to the right, to the center.
They're cleaning up again in northern Gaza. Palestinian health officials say an Israeli strike in Beit Lahia killed at least 20 people, among them children. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
If fashion is your thing, eBay is it. eBay's where I find all my favorites, from handbags to iconic streetwear, all authenticated. For real. This time, a little Supreme, some Gucci. I even have that vintage Prada on my watch list. That's why eBay's my go-to for all my go-tos. Yeah, eBay, the place for new, pre-loved, vintage, and rare fashion. eBay, things people love.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted it close to town, with a picture window overlooking a yard. And you found it. Now, when you sit down to dinner, you've got front row seats, too. Your neighbor's daily pickleball game. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Some breaking news from the NFL as the NFL trade deadline comes up at 4 p.m. Eastern time today. The Detroit Lions have traded for Cleveland Browns pass rusher Zadarius Smith and will pick up a 7th-round pick in 2026 as well. In exchange, Cleveland gets a 5th-round pick in 2025 and a 6th-round pick in 2026. Week 9 in the NFL came to a close with Monday Night Football in rainy Kansas City, where the Chiefs needed overtime to beat the Buccaneers 30-24. Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes had 3 touchdown passes, 2 to wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. Travis Kelce had 14 catches, and running back Kareem Hunt rushed for 106 yards, including a 2-yard touchdown that ended the game with the overtime game winner. Kansas City still undefeated at 8-0. Tampa Bay falls to 4-5. In NBA games of note, the Cavaliers are 8-0 after a 116-114 win over the Bucks. Thunder are 7-0. They beat the Magic 102-86.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 55. West winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance for isolated rain showers. Tonight, lows level off around 30. Cloudy skies expected. Chance for a mix of rain and snow. Tomorrow, high of 46. Cloudy skies. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
What? A mix of what?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
We don't want to hear that.
No, we don't.
We really don't.
I don't.
But it will happen before. Hopefully, we'll get a little moisture some way or another.
Yes,
It'd be nice if we got some before the ground froze. There's a real opportunity for you on Sunday at Ansley, a homesteading in Nebraska historical presentation. This is coming up. It's for free. It's in the municipal building in downtown Ansley. It's appropriate for third grade through adult, and they're going to have refreshment and door prizes. It's called Homesteading in Nebraska, a history presentation, no charge, at the municipal building in Ansley at 2 o'clock this Sunday. Refreshment and door prizes will be offered. Also on Sunday, a soup and pie supper at Callaway at the community center from 5 until 7 p.m., and the Santa Cop lunch at St. Joseph's Parish Center in Broken Bow, noon until 2 p.m. with a free will offering, fundraiser for Santa's Cop Project, which brings holiday gifts to Custer County kids in need. That's all on Sunday, so there's a nice array of different things to do on Sunday. Mr. Brent Apperson has selected another country song on our Country Music Day here, and this is called I Got a Car from George Strait.
Excited to show you folks a couple of different things that are new that maybe you didn't know she could offer, and some different gift ideas, because the sky's the limit. There's all kinds of things she can help you with here at St. Hills Custom Creations. If you want to swing on over, whether you do it now or when you watch the replay, we are live on St. Hills Express on Facebook as well, so make sure you swing over and check that out. But for right now, we'll try to describe everything the best we can on the radio for you. Where do we want to start?
We could start with the cups. Obviously, we've always offered tumblers, but in the past, the engraving has always shown through silver. So something new we have is our rose gold. So it does show through rose gold.
Works well with the Ansley Litchfield logo there, the gold.
We've done a few for the Rotary, and they just look really, really nice. So this one is a prism. And so as you can see around the top, it is multicolored like a rainbow, and that is how it engraves down below. So something fun for the kids, something different. We do have another one that is a gunmetal steel that shows through kind of that blue for the guys if they want something a little bit different. So those are pretty exciting. They come in all sizes from the stemless wine glass clear up to the 40 ouncers. So
okay.
Comparable, I would say, to the Yetis, to the Stanleys. I love mine. It keeps ice for a long time. So,
and we all know somebody that maybe has one right now that maybe is on its last leg,
yes.
Whether they want to accept it or not, right? Maybe you could get them their new favorite.
Right. Yep. And I have to admit, I'm probably in that group of needing to get a new one.
And she does it, and she can just go and make her own, folks. So no judgment here.
Right.
So there you go.
So that's something always fun, whether it's young, old. We do have stainless steel sippy cups in the same option. So if you've got little ones that you're traveling to ball games, just anywhere that they might drop the plastic cups and they break, these are the double insulated stainless steel tumblers. So we have those available in all kinds of colors and have been really tested on durability. I've heard really good things on that. So
good. And the dents, dents are kind of just part of their life. If they get dented up, that's what they're for, right?
Exactly. And you don't have to throw it away and go buy a new one that way. So
okay. Tumblers have kind of stood the test of time over the last few years. I don't know, what was it, 2019, 2018, a couple of years before COVID, they kind of became really, really popular with the Yeti coming out.
Yes.
Kind of makes me wonder what we did before we were able to keep liquid so hot or so cold for so long. Were we just all walking around drinking lukewarm liquids?
I would say we probably just survived and wasn't happy with it. We just didn't know any different. So
very cool. So check those out, and might make a good gift for somebody in your family, someone at the workplace, good stocking stuffer. Keep that in mind. You can customize it, put a business logo or something like that on it too.
Yep, we've done a few where businesses give them out to their customers when they do a big job, and they have had huge success with that. All their customers have loved them. So I say you can never have too many tumblers. My husband says different. So.
Yeah, we personally have a cabinet that's full of tumblers, and we've had to strategize which one we put where to make it fit.
Yep. Yep. And you got to keep the ones that you really like towards the front, and the ones you don't like as much to the back, but don't want to get rid of yet.
Exactly. What else do we have over here, Chaz?
So we do have our garden flags. I wasn't able to get this one done up before you guys come in, but these are out in the yard. You can do full picture on these.
Oh, wow.
So it stays inside. The ink sets. This is just an example of the same process. So really good quality, really good picture, and it is not vinyl, it is not screen print transfer, it is actually sublimated in. So the ink is actually set into the product. So these are great for memorials, even out in the yard if you want to support your local team. We can definitely do things along those lines. So,
or if you want to do, like Photoshop up like an embarrassing picture of somebody.
Yes.
You can do that too.
And if you want to hang it in the office behind the live for everybody to see.
Oh, there you go.
It is available.
We can
Christy's
do that.
Looking nervous.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So those are a really good thing, big hit, really help with everything. So I'm really excited about that. And one thing new this year also is we have these minky blankets that are available. Super soft.
Wow. Super soft.
Yeah. Yep. So that material's minky. And then we have embroidered, different logos on them. Great for football games, sitting up in the bleachers. Honestly, even basketball games. If you got little ones, you can lay them out on the floor. Little one can lay there during the game. Have their steel sippy cup tumbler and be set to go for
There you go.
all the way around. So,
Or if you've just got a cold house.
Right.
Great to put over your legs for hanging out in the evening. And
yep, my kids love the minky soft like that. So we have those strung all the way through our house.
Okay, great.
So I'm pretty excited. We've got parades coming up. We still do the banners in-house, so pretty reasonably, I've been told, price-wise. So if you're only going to use it one time for a parade, it's completely understandable. So good quality, they last.
Yeah.
So if you can hold on to it for a couple years and use it again for a different parade or different sponsorship of something, those are always great to have. So.
And I know, speaking from our experience, you can have something that has kind of a glossy finish to it, depending on where you're putting it. Or if you know it's only going to be hanging inside for most of its life and you want it to be easily readable in the light, you can kind of do a flat finish too, right?
Yep, we sure can. We can actually do the flat finish like we did for your guys' banner that has no UV protectant on it. Or we can do a glossy or a matte UV protectant for outside to help with the sun fading. So,
Now, you've had this printer over here for how long now?
I believe we're going on almost 2 years.
Okay, and I'm sure lots of learning experiences along the way.
Yes.
What are some of the different things that maybe you've learned along the way that you didn't know you could do with it, or maybe some things that people need to realize that you can do with this thing, because it's very versatile?
It is. So the biggest thing that we did not learn when we were looking at it is we are now making large stickers for signage. So, indoor, outdoor. We work with local company V-Bar for the metal, for the backing, to put any kind of stickers on. I don't think it's ever going to not be a learning curve with that machine. As you can see, I had some stickers started ready to go, but the color is not where I wanted them. So learning which materials to use, which is best for this and that. Because you can see that one is not bright, but the sticker up in the middle is bright colored. So,
okay.
That's the big thing. We can do a 4 foot by 8 foot sticker for the outside of a building, or on the metal frame to be put outside. So
yeah, so instead of doing like a cardboard cutout and sitting somewhere, you could do a metal cutout and make it completely permanent.
Yes, and we are starting. We're looking at it. We do have a large laminator, I guess would be the word. So we've had quite a few people call and ask if we do lamination, large lamination. So we are working on getting that set up. So I'm kind of hoping here within the next couple weeks that we'll be able to offer some large format laminating. So
I remember the fascination, maybe it's still a thing, a few years ago, these things called fat heads.
Mm-hmm.
You would print out the sticker and you would put them on the wall of like a kid's room, their favorite athlete or player or something like that. That'd be kind of a cool idea to give somebody for a Christmas gift.
Yes, it would be. And these we can do, just about any sticker. If you wanted to do a complete 5 foot mural around, or we can do 2 sections, put it together to make it if you have a 10-foot tall ceiling. Just kind of depends. Like you said, the sky is the limit.
Kind of one of those things to remember as a business as well. If you've got a front desk reception area and you've got a blank wall behind your receptionist, print your logo out and put it on the wall there.
Yep.
Look pretty nice.
Definitely. Or photos, anything along those lines. We can print photos as stickers to be put up. So
okay, cool. That's a catch up on the printer, and we talked about the soft blankets and the embroidery and these tumblers and the garden flags. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
We're still just offering all the t-shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeves, hats, whether that's embroidery, screen print transfers. I mean, that's still obviously part of our day-to-day. So really excited with the customers we've got, and they come back and look forward to meeting new people. So
it's kind of about that. Oh, the bracelets?
Oh, that is correct, yes.
Oh, yeah, these back here,
yes. Okay. The, I don't know what you want to call them, the silicone bracelets that a lot of people do for fundraisers. These are something new. They do engrave, so you can kind of see multiple color options. And so this was one we had done last week, and we actually took the gentleman's signature, and that is his actual signature, and put that on there. So
very cool.
These are something cool. I know a lot of kids like them. That's another great gift idea for kids if you're sending them to school with a little something for everybody. They're really reasonably priced to have everything done, and so we're pretty excited about having that option again. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good original ideas, folks. And that's only, we've just brushed the surface, right? There's all, I mean, come in. You've got the retail front. You've got some different samples and hats up there, Cubs. I mean, you can engrave or customize any kind of material.
Pretty much. We just finished up engraving 300 stemless wine glasses. So,
wow.
I mean, we can do a lot.
Okay. You're open to challenges. You like figuring things out because then you know that you can offer it going forward, right?
Yes, we do love that. We just like a little bit of time when those challenges come in.
For the experiments.
Yes. So,
okay.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. And there's just so much that we offer that sometimes I don't even know that we can do it until somebody asks. So that's
great.
Learning progress every day.
So if people want to give you a call or stop in, talk about when you're available.
So, we're here Monday through Thursday from 8:30 to 4. It is going to kind of be a little bit of hit or miss, so I'll be working late on some nights just due to doctor's appointments. So just please reach out to my cell phone, whether that's call, text, or you can email. I think last week I was here till 8 o'clock one night, 7 o'clock the next night. So we'll get the stuff done. Okay. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting in touch, and definitely do not be afraid to call my cell phone or text.
Okay. Think up those projects.
Yes.
And get those in right now. Last minute shopping is okay when you can buy it just straight off the shelf. But when you're customizing it and making that gift extra special, need a little extra time.
A little extra time. We have a ton of in-stock options. So we're hoping to run a special here close to that Black Friday. So hopefully we can move some of that stock that's in and get some new stuff that's coming out that I'm pretty excited about seeing. So
okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Is there anything we didn't talk about you wanted to mention?
I don't think so. Just continue listening to KCNI and KBBN to know when those sales will be going on. So
okay, sounds good. Look forward to it.
All right, thanks you guys.
Jazz.
Appreciate it.
All right, we're at Sand Hills Custom Creations, folks. If you're listening on the radio, make sure you go and check out the video to see those items we were talking about. They're on the Sand Hills Express Facebook page. If not, come in here in person. Lots of great things to check out. And I guarantee you this printer is probably going to be running in the days and weeks ahead when you come in. This thing doesn't get much of a break. So with that, we'll send it back to the studio.
Thank you very much. Great remote, great service. Chaz, good luck during this holiday season, and certainly appreciate the fact that she mentioned stay in touch. Lots of different ways, but certainly through KCNI, KBBN on what's going on at Sand Hills Custom Creations. A quick note here, and then Brent has something else he'd like to pass along. The Prairie Pioneers Center will be closed on Thursday, November 7th, so the staff can attend the funeral of Levon Oxford. So note that the Prairie Pioneers Center will be closed this coming Thursday.
Another job opportunity we want to remind you of this morning, and we do encourage you to be checking out sandhillsexpress.com. Go to the employment page. Several job opportunities being posted right now, including this one through the Nebraska Department of Transportation. They have an exceptional opportunity for a highway maintenance worker to join their team in Ansley. At the Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees' hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package that includes a matching retirement contribution. Now, to apply, you need to go online because an online state application must be completed. So go to this website, statejobs.nebraska.gov. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity, veterans preference employer.
All right. Thank you, Brent. Couple of notes before we close the show. Please do get out and vote if you're a registered voter. Do your civic responsibility and the right that many people have fought for. Get out there and vote if you're registered, and then please consider getting registered. We have, I don't know what the percentage of this will be this election as far as turnout, but we hope it's large because it's a privilege to be able to vote. So if you can get out and do that. And there are some local things that you can decide, school boards and different things. We did have a story up on Sandals Express last week, and you can go back and find that. That lists all the candidates that are running for contested seats. And Jeremy Scheidt posted a story recently kind of running down some of the different things that are statewide through the Nebraska website. And so those are up there for you on Sandhills. But get informed and get out there and vote, please. Brent Apperson has made his last selection for Country Music Day today. And this one is a dandy.